Hey, Shawn here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I get asked a lot the question of, is SpeedCube Review the same thing as SpeedCubeShop? And it's not. I'm going to tell you a little bit story on how I got to what I'm doing now, and I've told this a little bit before, but I'm going to go through it again because things might be changing a little bit. And okay, so I'll start with this. Before I even got into cubing, I had a website called violinstringreview.com. The website still exists, and I use a website as a place to get reviews for violin strings because there wasn't a lot out there besides going to retailers or contacting forums, which sometimes could be a little bit confusing. Well, back in early 2014 when they had the 40th anniversary Google Doodle, and I was like, I'm going to figure out how to solve that thing, and I figured it out and started solving, and I realized the same thing. A website didn't really exist where you could just submit reviews and have those collected besides retailers, which sometimes, I know people prefer them to be a separate site on its own, kind of like how video game reviews, a lot of times people go to specific sites for that. So I almost just cloned the site and made SpeedCubeReview.com. YouTube wasn't really a thought of mine. I wasn't planning on making videos. I didn't actually even like talking into a camera or into a mic. I'd hear my own voice and be like, oh, that sounds weird. Nobody wants to listen to that. And so that wasn't my original plan, but it happened to just take off, and now I really enjoy making videos. I pretty much make videos for myself. If I don't like the way a video looks, I'll redo it or I'll just delete it. As you probably saw recently, it took me like 3 tries to make a video that I've been trying to just on like a review. But anyways, I'm going off track a little bit. I did what a lot of people do when they're starting out and they contact different retailers and say, hey, can you send me anything? A lot of people said, we can do this and do that. Most people are really nice and helpful with that. I did purchase most of the puzzles that I had though. Like I wasn't just getting free stuff randomly sent to me. I was purchasing a lot of it. My big thing though is I wanted what I said to feel trustworthy, and I didn't want to be tied down to one specific retailer. And that didn't go over well with a lot of people. For example, there's some shops that after I started working with different companies and reviewing puzzles from one retailer and then another retailer, I got messages saying that obviously you don't care to help us out and we will not be supporting you anymore. All those companies, I end up writing back and saying, it's not that I don't want to support you, I'm just trying to be more neutral. And most people then wrote back and said, okay, we understand that. We're still not going to work with you, but we respect that decision. Cameron from SpeedCubeShop wrote me directly and asked if he could put an advertisement on the SpeedCube Review site. And I said, yeah, that'd be fine, that'd be great. But I told him I don't want money for it, because I don't know what you would even charge. I still don't know what someone charges for ads on websites. It seems very vague. And plus, I didn't want it to feel like I was in charge of returning what the profit that he was sending in or things like that. So I asked for a percentage off. And even after that, someone else asked if they could have ads on the site, and I was like, yeah, I think that could work. That'll help me be more neutral. And I wrote Cameron, and he was like, sure, fine. You have to do what you want. He wasn't angry about it. He actually was just trying to seem like support me and be okay with, whatever decisions I wanted to make. And through time, it ended up just being where only he was the one talking to me because no one else wanted me to be working with other people. So the past maybe year or year and a half, you probably noticed that almost every unboxing I have is either directly from Moryu or Chigi, and if it's not that, it's from SpeedCubeShop. And I still wanted to make it where he wasn't just randomly, I wasn't just getting whatever I wanted for free. A lot of what I was getting was covered through commission through the affiliate program that they have where there's links and you can click through there. So that's where that came to. And my big thing in the end has always been I want to help people. I want to help people who want to cube start out and not feel overwhelmed. And when I started out, I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable and tech savvy with things, but I felt overwhelmed and was really confused by what was out there. And that's my end goal. Even when I'm on Facebook and I am sharing posts or sharing my own videos, it's not to try to get more subscribers and views. It's because I've made these videos to try to help people. And that to me is the most helpful way of doing it. Of course, the more people who view it, the more people I'm able to help, but that's not my end goal. And yeah, I share videos and do that just to try to make sure people enjoy cubing as much as I do. So now we get to about a month ago, and Cameron from SpeedCubeShop posted online that he's looking for some help, some customer service help, and the person does not need to be on site, and it would just be more on the computer working with customers. That sounds like something I'd want to do because I can help people. I can do it from my computer, and I'm going to be going back to school, which means I won't be able to have a studio like this all the time. So it allows me to do more off-site, and I thought that'd just be perfect. But my big concern was that how are you guys going to receive that? I don't want people to think that I'm like selling out or doing something where what I say isn't trustworthy anymore. And after thinking about it for a while, I realized, as long as I make a video like this explaining it, it might help things. And it's not like I'm working for Morio and reviewing cheesy puzzles. I'm reviewing puzzles, and I'm still going to say if they're bad or if they're good or if I think it's worth it to buy it or things like that. So I decided to jump in. The past little while, I've been working with SpeedCubeShop as a customer service representative. A lot of people have already noticed and posted things like, wait a second, why is Shawn replying to me on this? So it's really been helpful, though. I can give a lot of people good advice. People are asking what puzzles might be good to purchase, or if they have questions on how to assemble a puzzle. I've been able to really work with them there. So because of all this, I have decided to dive all in, and I am going to be part of the team now. Now, like I said, I want to make sure everyone trusts what I say. So I'm not going to be reviewing products from other retailers just because I can see how that would be perceived. And I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to touch that. I'm still going to be making tutorials, reviewing puzzles from manufacturers. I'm still going to be doing all of that stuff. I'm going to pretty much, this channel's not going to change at all. And I'm hoping with you guys that you can trust what I'm saying as still being the truth and still being how I feel. Because in the end, all I want is for people to just enjoy and be comfortable solving puzzles and having a good time. So that's about it. I just want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on and what I am doing and how I am part of all this. So in the past, I've been able to say I'm not really sponsored because I'm a tester for some of the manufacturers, and I am not just given random free stuff, or I'm not part of like a team. And it was very, parsing words, but thank you very much for your time. I'm hoping to continue content just like I have. So if you have any questions for me, of course, leave them in the comment section below. Hopefully everyone's still liking and subscribing, and as always, stop by SpeedCubeReview.com for more news and reviews.